can't tell me that there are some people who live life aimlessly. They wake up almost literally like zombies. They are walking around. They are awake, but they are not alive. I hope you know there are some people who are doom scrolling through life. No aim, no objective. They just wake up and they follow the vision that others have for them. So if I was to title this sermon, I would call it The Life Purpose Built. Has it ever happened to you that you found yourself scrolling on the internet? There's a phrase for it now, doom scrolling. You're scrolling on the internet and you've realized 1 hour is past. There was nothing you came specifically to do. Many people who are outselling you in business, they're outselling you because they do business and marketing from a purpose standpoint. So I was reading a selling material, how to sell, and some of you know this. How did you feel the first time you were listening to a toothpaste advert and they were making it about confidence? Get your confidence back. You're like, is it toothpaste you're selling or confidence? They have made it about purpose. Are you listening to me? I'm explaining how purpose radically changes your life. Has there been anybody you have indulged so that they will leave you alone? Some of you are too respectful. Too respectful for that destiny to amount to anything. You care too much. How will it now look? How will it now seem? How will it now? There's one of you I corrected yesterday. I was walking during get together. Little did she know that I went out deliberately. It was workers get together to meet you because I want to know you. Now I'm walking. She sees me. She moves close to the wall. She's almost in the wall, doing like this. I said, come back here. Why did you do that? She said, I was shy. I said, so now we are praying for you every Sunday. Is this how you approach life? So when you see somebody who can answer your prayer, all the things you have been longing for, when you see somebody who can help you, this is how you disappear. I said, my friend, you must learn to square your shoulder, raise your head up in the sky. Come on, are you listening to me? And walk like somebody that God sent to that office. And you are shrinking. Why are you shrinking? You are prayerful, but you shrink. You are diligent, but you shrink. Are you getting what I'm saying? And some of you have a false sense of humility. You can't even take credit for your own work. You did it. Pat yourself on the back. Take your flowers with your full chest. Are you listening to me? Some of you, there were some things you thought you were struggling with. It's died the moment you got a job. You not just get time. When you come home, you are tired. You need few hours to sleep. Otherwise, there'll be problem the next day. So you get on your bed, you eat something, and then you sleep. You get up the next day, and you're off to work. No time for free midnight call. How are you? So what are you wearing? Not, I'm tired, Baba. Speak fast. What you are trying to kill only needs to be replaced. You better answer me. What's wrong with you? Hot preaching, how's it look? The seniors here, listen to me. Some of you know what I'm saying. Have you ever noticed that when you see a couple that was very close, if care is not taken, when one of them dies, after a few years, the other one will die. Please, you know what I'm saying? Why? Why? Because sometimes you don't know how somebody you love is fueling your desire to live. It reminds me of a story. Years ago, my dad had to undergo a medical operation. And under anesthetics, in his subconscious, you know what he was saying? The doctors told him this when he woke up. I cannot die. Who will take care of my children? I can't. That's what he was saying. People say, they hype this man every Sunday. I cannot die. My children, who will look out for them? Are you getting what I'm saying? If we put you under anesthesia, whoa. You say, asthma. You never carry cup. I cannot go like this. Asthma. if you mean to tell me that God has given you a purpose for your existence, your life ought to be clearer, more intentional, more precise than the average person. Come on, are you listening to me? It ought to be. I just realized the moment I got filled with the Spirit, there were some things I couldn't do anymore. There was a way I couldn't live anymore. Listen, I could not dress the way I used to dress before. All of a sudden, I wanted to be intentional, because I was now living my life with a sense of accountability. I'm using my limited resources, buying books to improve my life, because all of a sudden, I believe that heaven is counting on me. Never forget this. Man's work was in Eden, meaning whatever it is you do, you must do with a keen sense of spiritual purpose and responsibility. That should be the lens through which you do everything it is that you do. If you own a school, others who own schools are doing it for business. You are doing it for purpose. A man of purpose will naturally outwork anyone else, because you don't have the same objectives. Your objectives are deeper. I said, when you become a person of purpose, your life will become deep. Please don't take this the wrong way, but it's an annual tradition. One of the things I do after reboot camp is to play video games. That's the only time in the year I play game consoles. And of course, you can imagine, they used to knot me 5 knots, 8 knots, 6. No, I'm not that bad. 5-1, 5-2. You get what I'm saying? And you have to understand that's very unlike me, because I like to win in everything. But there are some things, there are some compromises I've made in life. There are some things I don't mind losing in it. Recognize this. Your work is connected to your purpose. And most people don't know. You think you got that job because you are intelligent. Could it be that God gave you that job, and when he gave you that job, he had people around you in mind? Because he knew that if you do well financially, it ought to trickle down and influence and impact the people around you. You are living your life on lease. God is literally watching the way you handle money, the way you handle relationships, because your life is not your own. You Obalende boy. Obalende. That cute woman you call your wife by your side, there are some throwback pictures she has not seen. She has not seen you in your panties, running on the street, playing with tires, hitting it with sellotape, and kicking it around the streets. Whatever God gives, he remembers. He remembers. I want to share with you some practical ways purpose can change your life. Let me tell you something. What I'm here telling you, it's ironic that some people in the world use it. Because if someone wants to buy a pair of shoes, he already has one. He's used to selling or buying shoes for 15,000. Yours is 150,000. Immediately you just say, and you know, Nigerians have a lot of slangs for things like that. The shoe get escalator or things like that. What I'm explaining to you is one of the ways that somehow seeking first the kingdom of God will make all these other things added to you. You can't touch so many lives and be poor. I have a dream that my children will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Let me tell you something. There are two types of leaders in life. There are some people who are trying to get followers to make themselves feel better. But there are some people, all right, who are giving leadership as an exchange for the fact that they contributed so much to the people's life. I mean, it's a subconscious exchange. I'm telling you. You don't have anything worth dying for. You also don't have anything worth living for. A lady said she spent her professional career trying to discover the underlying factor behind success. And she discovered that it had very little correlation with IQ. Very little. In fact, she discovered that the people who were most successful, even in education, it wasn't the people with the highest IQ. Don't think that because it's your destiny, it will happen. Puts in you a fight for what is yours. Don't just wake up and say, oh, I don't understand why my life is like this. You wake up, you confess the word, you go out with determination, and if it doesn't work on Monday, show up on Tuesday. If it doesn't work on Tuesday, show up on Wednesday. If it doesn't work on Wednesday, show up on Thursday. You will go every morning with determination. Purpose will make you stand out. You are a tailor. Make those clothes with a difference. Don't make shirts that look like parachutes.